Yeah, welcome back to legendary David Deladmiji channel. Today we are going to be talking about Alkene and the properties, the chemical form, the general molecular formula for Alkene is CnH2n, and it has a double bond, which makes it as a carbon more than one carbon. Now, we want to learn on how to name alkane hydrocarbon. Now, looking at this structural formula here, we want to name it. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. So that's to say its root is pent. That is the root. Now, we want to give the double bond a low number to a carbon. Now, if we ask to start from here, if we name this carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, and carbon 5, we are given the double bond to be on carbon 4. But if we start from this side, carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, and carbon 5, we are given this double bond a low carbon number. Now, the first thing to care is about the double bond, and which is here, which is on carbon 1. So now after that, we now look for, is there any other substituent element or substituent group? Here we have a methyl group CH3. Also here we have bromine, we have chlorine, we have another bromine here. They also have another chlorine here. Now, to name this compound with it, we first of all name the inorganic before the organic, and the inorganic here is the bromine and the chlorine. Now, this bromine and the chlorine, we name them alphabetically, which means the bromine will come first, followed by the chlorine. Now we have our bromine to be on carbon 3 and another one on carbon 3, so there is 2 bromine molecules. So we have 3 3 3 3 dibromo. Then again we are through with the bromine. Now we have another chlorine on carbon 2. We also have another chlorine on carbon 4. So we have 2,4 dichloro. Now we are through with that. We are now going to the organic naming. We have a methyl here. A methyl is on carbon 4, which is 4 methyl. Now the root of this organic compound is pent 1 in. So we now write pent 1 in beside it, pent 1 in. It's still the same thing as saying pentane. So the name of this chemical formula, as long and as wide as it is 3,3-dibromo 2,4-dichloro 4-methylpentane. Now I want to go to the one whereby we have two functional group of alkane. Now here we have carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5, and carbon 6. Now we are going to look for where we have substituent group. We have a substituent group here. We have a substituent group here. We also have a substituent group here, CH3. Don't mind that the H is not there. So we are going to look for where we will give the double bond the lowest number. So if we start from here, we have carbon 1, carbon 2. So the compound will be on carbon 2. The first double bond will be on carbon 2. The next one will be on carbon 3, 4, 5. But now we can start from here. We have carbon 1, we have carbon 2. So the first double bond is on carbon 2. We have carbon 3, we have carbon 4. Yes, we have carbon 4. So the first double bond will be on carbon 4. Now we now have to name the inorganic first before the organic. You have to name the inorganic first before the organic, which is one of the rules we will follow in naming double bonds and triple bonds. Now here we have iodine as the inorganic here. We also have chlorine as the inorganic. So we are going to start naming them alphabetically. So chlorine comes before iodine, which is C and I. So we have chlorine on carbon 4, which is 4 which is 4-chloro. Then the next one is iodine. We have iodine here. We also have iodine here. So that is 2,3-diiodo. Then we have a methyl group on carbon 5. So we have 5-methyl. Then the parent root of this is 6-carbon, which means it is hexane. So we now have the double bonds, or 2 double bonds in this. So we have double bond on carbon 2, then we also have double bond on carbon 4. So if you want to write that, we write X2,4-diene. The reason why we're putting diene is because we have more than 1 double bonds. If we have 3 triple bonds, it will be 2,4, then the number of the third bond, triene. So here we are just having 2 bonds, which is 2,4 X2,4-diene, because we have 2 double bonds, which is represented by the Ene. So I hope you find this video helping, and I wish you could subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much.
All my niggas outlaws, all in your 2-pack. All my niggas tell me that I'm busy 2 rack.